Welcome to Young Kizzy, the one YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe button down below and turn on the bell icon. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section.
As a female member of parliament, aspiring member of parliament, how would you describe the adoption process? Because we have seen these things happening here and there, and others, other political parties, the people that went for these adoptions are saying the process is not like it used to be compared to what happened recently. How was it for you?
Well, we had so much hope. I was adopted actually, and then within 48 hours I was told that the certificate was not available and somebody else who was a former MP was the one who was adopted. So that actually came as a shock. And then after that, I think you saw so many events that have happened where there were double certificates. Other people were telling me to go there and just shout and scream and get my certificate. I said, no, it's not in me to do that. If truly I was adopted, that certificate should have come. And when I was called to go and collect it, when I got there, I was told that it's not available. So for me, I was like, okay, because when I got there that time, there was Honorable Masebo and Honorable Moliteta outside one of the apartments, so they actually congratulated me, and Honorable Wen't was even saying that I'm very hardworking, I've worked for the party and all that, and he wished there was 4 or 5 women like that. And then when they told me that I should go and collect from my provincial chairman. So when I went to him, Mr. Piri, Honorable Piri, I was told that it's not there. So at that moment I said, what changed? And what said, did it change? So that's how come things have unfolded, that actually there were those that were originally adopted. And then now people had to start buying those adoption certificates and all that. So for me, I didn't want to start fighting for that, because I knew that truly if I deserved it, it should have just come and landed on me, not for me to start fighting for it, and not for somebody to come and buy it. I just couldn't do that. Okay.
So did you face any resistance or discrimination because you are a woman seeking political office in Lumezi?
No, I didn't, because I think I had so much support. And then also, even Honorable Masebo, at that moment, she spoke about how the process was, and that after they debated between me and Lufeo Ngoma, they all settled for me, and that's how I was adopted, because she, being a female and a woman, she's been supportive, very supportive to the females, female politicians. And so for me, I didn't really face that resistance. I think it's just that things happened at the very last moment, and then it also comes back to an issue where people are very selfish and people want money, and it's all about them and not even about the party, not even about the nation. So yeah, that's where we are at.
Okay. So what would you say were the biggest challenges you encounter during the nomination process? Well, because you're talking about the UPND and just how unfair you claim they have been to you. Share with us how the whole process has been. Have you seen anything that you'd say this is not supposed to be the case, and going forward, this is what you'd want to see?
Yes, so in March 6th, 7th, we had a women's conference. That one was done by the Minister of Gender, Office of the President, and so we had women come from all over the country. It didn't matter which political party it was, so as long as a woman aspiring candidate. The President Sakande met all of us on the 8th of March, the day it was Women's Day, and so he gave us so much hope. And so the women had so much hope, in the sense that they thought that yes, their agenda is being driven, it's women driven and all that, and this time it's our time that we should participate in politics and get there. So now when it came to adoptions, a lot of us went through the primaries. in terms of the ward, the district, the constituency, up to the provincial. And so most of us, the women, we did quite well. I'm even talking about even just for Eastern Province, most of us, the women, we did come forward and we did very well, and we came either number 1 or number 2 or number 3. So it was debated, and then eventually a lot of us were adopted. I believe so. But then also the process where the fees, I think they were quite high, especially for a woman. It was about 7,700 to apply. So you find that most of the women, they're very eager, they've brought themselves forward, and then for them to raise those fees just to apply, it was a challenge on the part of the women. And then also most of the women wanted to really apply, but they couldn't get the funds at that moment. So that process, when a person is adopted, it's easy because people will come on board and they'll sponsor you because they believe in you and they trust you. So before, it's a huge challenge. So if those fees were maybe very, very minimum, we could have had a lot of women come forward, and I think it would have been very, very competitive. And so I think even a lot of women would have been adopted, because I was told that I was the only female adopted in Eastern Province. At a later stage, when it changed, again, there was one female, Marjorie Band, that was adopted. She collected the certificate, went to Lundazi. When she got there, the following day, she was told she's not the one adopted, it's the man. So we've ended up not having any female adopted in Eastern Province. So I think, yeah, those are the challenges that we had.
Oh my goodness.